Here are some things you need to consider before streaming Sea of Thieves. So the real question is, are you a PvPer, PVER, or a little bit of both? I'm going to show you what you need to change in your settings before hitting that button to go live for the first time streaming Sea of Thieves. Without wasting any more of your time, let's jump right into it. So if you're on PC, hit escape, or if you're on console, hit the button that takes you into your settings. Click settings and go down to gameplay. And before we continue further, if you like my settings, video settings, graphic settings, audio settings, or controls, I'll leave that at the end of the video. Just pause it and you can see my actual settings that I use. So starting off, the thing you can consider is if you're a PvPer or PVER. This is for PvE. I'm going to start out with this because it's more simple and easy to explain later when I'm talking about PvP. Now, there's a thing called island banners. You may see this when you're going to an island. It'll pop up with a little banner and say, hey, you're at this island, and where you're at on the map, basically. So having it in cinematic will just introduce it. Having it slimline will just tell you basically the island name and that's it. Or having it off completely turns it off. Now, if you are any big streamer, small streamer, and you're doing PvE, I recommend turning this off. This is to prevent people from stream sniping you and trying to get in your server and trying to come find you and kill you. Now, this is less of an issue if you're PvPing because it doesn't matter where you are because you're going to fight people anyways. So I'd recommend turning this off because this eliminates people stream sniping you by trying to find the island that you're at. Also, if you see anybody in the whole server at all and see their name, then the people can message the other people in the server and stream snipe you because they know that you're at that island now. Now I'm going to show you how to fix that second problem of seeing their people's names and messaging people and trying to get in your server to come kill you. Now, once you turn this off, scroll down till you find nameplates. So you have two options here. You can show nameplates above your crew and other crews. You can easily turn them off completely so you don't see any names at all, or you can just replace their gamer tags so the people in their stream chat can't snipe you because they don't actually know the name of the person that you're going up against if you're doing PvE and you happen to run into people. Or you see that one person maybe and they're like, hey, I'm going to join your crew, and then they just leave the crew off and then come try to kill you. So just turn it off or on depending on what you're doing. You can either do either or, turn them off for both so you don't see them at all, or just randomize it, doesn't matter. Now going to audio settings, all you want to consider is proximity chat. You always have those weird people that will just say stuff that is maybe not appropriate for your chat or your stream. So be mindful of how high your volume is on your proximity chat. Now finally, the last thing you need to consider is your text to speech. It's basically the same thing as proximity chat. If this is on, people can have the ability to spam maybe not so nice words, and then the narrator of the Sea of Thieves will announce it to you because it's text to speech. So I recommend turning this off for your safety of your stream. Now, going into PvP, I'll do the same exact things, maybe not for the name of the islands because you want people to come fight you, but I recommend the proximity and the text to speech because you will always have those weirdos that will try to ruin your experience by either trying to ruin the stream and the enjoyment of other people watching. So I recommend turning text to speech chat off and reducing your proximity chat because you know you're talking trash to people and they might get enough of that and decide to say some weird things. So those are some things you need to consider before streaming for the first time on Sea of Thieves. Hopefully this video was helpful. Hit that like button if it was, and subscribe. It's free. You can always change it on. Here are my keyboard and mouse settings. This is going to be different for controller, but here you go. Feel free to pause at any time. And just a reminder, you can use your mouse buttons. Some games don't allow you to do that, but Sea of Thieves will allow you to use your mouse buttons on your mouse. Going into gameplay, here are my settings. Obviously these are all personal, but if you want to copy any of them, here you go. My video settings, I have a 2080 Ti, so keep that in mind when looking at these. My graphics settings, there you go. audio. In case you wanted the same audio and the same accessibility settings, here you go. Until next time, guys. Peace.